So what has October in store for us? It's a very rich month. I would say that the key word for this month is finding balance. And it's not easy because we have the square between Saturn and Uranus that came back to be exact. That square that we all know about, I guess, because we talked about it several times this year. So this being pulled in two different directions, where Saturn asks us to preserve what we have created, to really strengthen our position, our roots, our projects, to consolidate, to give a shape, a form, to really set boundaries. And the other energy, which is Uranus, that asks us to throw everything up in the air, to destroy everything, to rebel, revolution, to listen to our impulses to change drastically sometimes. So still we have this month, again, this pull between Saturn and Uranus. And that's the first factor. We have a second one that is a challenge, which is the full moon of the 9th of October that will be conjunct to our wounded healer Chiron in Aries. So, of course, a full moon, which is an apex of energy, is really connecting to the wounded healer. So some wounds could come up, could be triggered again. Can be the same pattern that can have a lot to do with our natal position of Chiron. What is our core wound? Which one is our core wound? And of course, also, it's important where this full moon will fall in our birth chart. But for all of us, our core wounds can be triggered again. But at the same time, we have the other side of Chiron, which is the healing. So an enormous, a big chance to heal, to transform, or to do another piece of the path on the way to healing. And I talked last month about all those retrograde planets that were really representing an energy that had to go inward, to reevaluate, reassess, rethink. And 3 of those planets are turning direct this month. So we have Mercury on the 2nd, Pluto on the 9th of October, and Saturn on the 24th of October, turning direct. So some of the energy we had stored inside of us, we had turned inward to listen. Now it's ready to be brought outside. So new ways of relating, new ways of allowing this energy to go out. And it's a lot about relationships this month. There is a strong, strong, strong emphasis on Libra and on Venus. Why? Because Venus is in Libra. On the 10th of October, also Mercury is moving to Libra. But mostly Venus is very important for other 2 reasons. First, between this 22nd and the 23rd of October, we will have a Venus star point. What does it mean? It means that Venus encounters, meets the sun very often. And when she meets the sun in the sky, when there is this kiss between the sun and the Venus, they draw a 5-pointed star or a 5 petals flower in the sky. Isn't that amazing? And the last time that this encounter in Libra was that this encounter between Sun and Venus was in Libra was some centuries ago. So this is a very powerful activation of energy, of balance, of harmony, of focus on relationships. Second, very important thing that is happening this month is the new moon in Scorpio on the 25th of October. That will be also an eclipse, a south node eclipse, so a karmic eclipse. So of course, a lot of unresolved business can come up regarding relationships, regarding finding the balance between what I need, what the other needs. And finding that very delicate balance between really trying to go and meet the other people's needs and requests, and remaining true to ourselves without betraying ourselves. A lot of the Venusian energy has to do really with this encountering the other, this really compromise, finding harmony, finding balance. And of course, all the other things that Venus is about. So pleasure, how can I find pleasure in my life? What is pleasure to me? Am I enjoying myself in what I'm doing? Or do I do it because it's a duty? It's a responsibility because I have to. Yeah. And also expressing, of course, our creativity. That's also Venus. We also have the Lilith that is oscillating, moving back and forth between Cancer and Leo. So here we have the fear. Lilith is the primal fear. So we can have the fear of abandonment of the Cancer and the fear of change in the Leo sign. So aligning with this Lilith is also tuning into what is my most hidden part, and also where is my power directing me? What are my needs? What I really need? Cancer, what really nourishes me, and what I need to express out there and shine and radiate outside. Yeah. So enjoy your October.